Today we're going to have a look at Marvel Rivals on the ROG Ally X and the Legion Go. Settings wise, pretty much the same across the board here with the low preset and high model detail with epic TSR on quality and anti-aliasing on high. The ROG Ally X running at 25 watts mode at 720 as well. Testing out frame generation yields pretty much the same result on both the Ally X and Legion Go, where it massively increases the blurriness and anti-aliasing issues on the screen, as well as introducing a noticeable amount of input latency. It is playable with the input latency, but you definitely notice it when you do turn frame generation on. But it's the blurriness from the anti-aliasing going absolutely wrong. No matter what anti-aliasing or upscaler that you use, it definitely has a major problem with frame generation in this game. You also don't get the gains that you would expect with the frame generation, so as you can see now I've turned frame generation off. I'm only dropping around 10 to 20 frames per second, but things look so much cleaner on the screen, even with all the characters battling in a small space, and also the fact that there is no longer any input latency at all. The ROG Ally's variable refresh rate screen completely combats anything over 40 anyway, so definitely better to have that smoothness and lack of input latency over just a few extra FPS. When we put it next to the Legion Go, we definitely see a little bit of a difference, but it's very close cut in this one, especially as the Legion Go is just pushing a little bit higher resolution with the 800 upscaled from 720, and we see around 10 to 15 frames per second difference. Now, keeping the same settings as the Ally X for comparison purposes, you'll see that we still sit in the 40 to 50 range quite happily, so definitely still want to keep those lower settings on the Legion Go. But I also did find for better stability to actually put the TSR to the balanced mode over quality. Didn't really notice a huge amount, but it did gain an extra few frames per second. But keeping the quality mode here with that frame generation on, again you'll see the frames actually do get quite a bit better gain on the Legion Go, but we still get a lot of those anti-aliasing issues, and again we have some noticeable input latency. But when things get quite hectic, especially with fast motion, we even still get down into the 75 FPS range here. And you'll see when we have the same type of weapon in a second, it doesn't quite go as low. So keeping the same settings with frame generation off, and just for comparison with the Ally X, we've kept this at 25 watt mode as well, even though you'd want to be pushing 30 on both of them. So there we go, once we got the Gatling cannon out, again pushing 40 to 50 frames per second rather than 75, so again it's not quite the half that we would expect without frame generation on, but it is a lot smoother and those graphics are so much cleaner. So overall, frame generation is not the greatest in Marvel Rivals on the handheld right now. Probably needs a few more patches to stabilize, and Epic TSR is definitely winning the battle of better performance and quality overall. Let us know in the comments below what hero you're running as and what device you're playing on. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.